Coming at you full-fledged. It's your boy Regg, with another video for y'all, man. Welcome, YouTube Clipper fans. We in trouble, bruh. We are in trouble. After the heroics by Paul George and James Harden in Game 4, their efforts, despite Luka Doncic having a solid game, and Kyrie looking like the number one on the team, we still took the win. Paul George scores 33 points, hits that clutch-ass step-back three-point shot. The shooting guard / combo guard of the team, we already know the Beard put up 33 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 80% from the three-point line, efficient shooting 12 for 17. That happened, hitting clutch, floater after floater after floater, ultimately sealing us the game for a win, tying it 2-2. This Game 5 was a tale of two games. We got blown off our own home court by 30 points. I think it was more by 30 points. I think the highest lead was 32. Now, we in a must-win for Game 6 tonight to force a Game 7 back at home. Now, what exactly happened in Game 5? We lost by 30, of course, 123-93. The story of the games were Dallas was playing good-ass defense, blocking shots. Everybody was playing solid defense. And the main thing, we could not make shots from anybody. I remember we having 72 for the longest time. We had 72 points for the longest time. So basically, Dallas was making shots. Luka recovered from the off game he had, even if he had like 29 points. He shot 1 for 9 from 3, but he still had damn near the typical Luka game, damn near triple-double off 29 points. But again, Kyrie scored 40. In this game, again, he recovered, and Kyrie stepped up again. He put up, Kyrie had 14 points, 6 for 14, but he was playing solid defense. He was all over the place. So he made it up. He made up for it, and they were back at home, and they did their thing. But as far as the shot missing from the Clippers, one of them, the main culprit, was Paul George, who only scored 15 points, 4 for 13, 2 for 6 from the three-point line. He had some great rebounds, but again, when we down like this, and when we in a must-win situation, he did not show up. But this video is about the, again, combo guard of the LA Clippers. In this Game 5 blowout loss, James Harden made history as he scored only 7 points and shot 1 for 7 from the three-point line, as well as 2 for 12 from the field entirely. He is now the leader of the most playoff games, shooting less than 20% from the field goal. From the field. This is terrible. This is not good. This is not a good record. Now, all the people on this list, it's an interesting list. I've seen it. I've reviewed it and looked over it, and it's a crazy pattern that you see. Now, the pattern that you see is there is several Boston Celtics throughout the history of the NBA that's on it. The first one that he passed, of course, Bob Cousy. Now, Bob Cousy, I'm pretty sure he made a couple of finals. He was a 6-time NBA champion, 8-time assist leader, league MVP. So he made a couple of finals before Bill Russell got drafted. And if you remember, at the time, before Bill Russell got drafted, how the team was constructed, it was really a Houston Rockets of James Harden back in the late 2010s type of team with him and Bill Sharman. So it was really offensively based coming from the guards back in the 40s and 50s. So it wasn't until they got a center, a defensive-oriented center in Bill Russell, it wasn't until then where they could make it a dynastic team. And history went on to, we already know, the history is in the books. That happened. And yeah, so that's how that happened with that. So I can see them losing the finals to the Hawks or the Lakers at the time, or whoever they was facing when he was the leader of the team, him missing a lot of shots because it was a fast pace back then. So I can see that. And another person on the list was Bill Russell. Bill Russell on the list. Now we know Bill Russell, he has a relative low field goal percentage for a center. But at the time, remember, at the time, again, it was faster pace. But nonetheless, he's still on the list. Now, another person on the list, another player from that era, all-time great power forward Tom Heinsohn is on that list as well. Now, I know about Tom Heinsohn. I've done my research. He's definitely in my top 15 all-time great, at least when it comes to power forwards. At the time, it was a different game. He wasn't the most offensively. He was an accomplished player. I'm not gonna disrespect him, but he's on this list. Is what you see. So now to go even more modern, you see Paul Pierce on here as well. Paul Pierce, we know, after the 1990s, after the unfortunate death of Reggie Lewis, former Boston Celtic, and the untimely retirement of Larry Bird, there really was no future for when it comes to postseason runs for the Celtics in the 90s. So their playoff career didn't continue until the 2000s when Paul Pierce was growing after he was drafted in the mid-90s. So him and Antoine Walker, they had their battles against the Nets and the 76ers of the early 2000s. Then ultimately when they got the big three of Ray Allen, trading for veterans Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett with the big three, then they made deep postseason runs, then won the championship in 2008. So that's crazy how there's so many Celtics on this list. Now, as far as Harden and the Clippers, man, same Clippers, same year. That's all I gotta say about this, man. This year, I'm not gonna go so negative because this year has been a good year. This has been the winningest season of this new iteration of the Clippers since the acquisitions of PG and Kawhi in 2019. So that's a good thing. And we've seen the flaws. We saw the flaw of the 2020 bubble. 2020 bubble, we could call that a wash period. We know that's an outlier year. That's a whatever. Then 2021, when Kawhi got hurt, we already know if Kawhi doesn't get hurt, they could we know they're gonna beat the Jazz. I am certain they could have beat Chris Paul and Devin Booker, my Phoenix Suns as well, ultimately beating the Bucks in the 2021 finals. That could have happened, but we know he got injured. 2022, he misses the season. 2023, he gets hurt, and we get Russ. We get Russ through trades. He gets hurt early in the playoffs. We get bounced out in the first round. We get James Harden to have some super team safety of sorts, like I spoke about in another video. We win 50 games. He balls out. He plays the most games he has in a long-ass time. But again, he gets hurt 2 weeks before the postseason starts with knee inflammation and stuff like that. So, the same Clippers, same year. But the thing is, this is my thing. This is my issue. We know, everybody, especially Clipper fans, we know what comes with Kawhi. When we signed him, we just re-signed him 2 or 3 year deal, so we're keeping him. This is my issue. Why can't the others support him Why can't Paul George consistently step up and score points and have the elite two-way play that we talk about? James Harden, we know James Harden can only do this for so long. We know his playoff patterns and his propensity to freeze up in big moments. Russ, he is falling off a cliff. He almost single-handedly cost us one of them games, game 1 and game 2, when he got ejected. Why can't the others support Kawhi? Kawhi can't be the hero at this point of his career, but he can put you over the top. We need these guys to support him, and it's not being done. What is going to happen to our Clippers if we get... Now, I'm not going to be too pessimistic because Game 6 ain't even happened yet, but we got to think. Look what's going on around the league. The Bucks just got eliminated. The Sixers just got eliminated. The Lakers are out. The Warriors is gone. The Warriors didn't even make it. Who else is going right now? Who else out the playoffs? The Suns out the playoffs. My Suns out the playoffs. We got to make real deal decisions this offseason. Are we keeping Paul George? Do we sign James Harden? Are we letting Russ walk? What are we doing? But James Harden, bro, you got to step up, bro. This is your last shot, bro, in LA. Who else going to sign you at this point, bro? Who else going to sign? Who else going to wonder? Who else going to say, I want James Harden as a two guy, a quote-unquote two, when he really got 3 skills with 2, he got 2 skills, but really 3rd guy consistency, 4th guy consistency. They not taking that. You got to ball out now. He played well. He played relatively well this season, so I'm pretty sure he earned himself a contract. But Game 6 ain't happened yet. We got to win Game 6 so we can force a Game 7 back at home. I don't want to get bounced out the first round again, bro. If we lose in the second round, I'll take that. We got past the first round without Kawhi. That's a dub. But even then, again, Kawhi can't be our hero. We supposed to be doing what we did in 2021 every year. If Kawhi get hurt, we supposed to be making it hella deep. And he really supposed to be that guy, that piece that really take us over the top, bro. But that's all I got to say in this video, man. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Dallas got this in the bag? Or can we win the next 2 games? But first, let me know. But first, hit that like button. Comment in the beginning, middle, and ending of the video. Share for us to see. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop. This is not good.